Mikey here, Whiskey Delta Zero Oscar Mike, and I am on a Podarove. Actually, I'm on a road trip. I'm going to go visit my dad out in New Jersey, but this is the first year I'm doing this trip while I'm licensed. So, of course, I'm doing POTA on the way. My first stop was a little wildlife management area, Crow Creek Wildlife Management Area. I'm gonna see what I can show you of it. Actually, I'm gonna step out of the car here. Oh, here we go. Crow Creek Wildlife Management Area. I'm not going too far into the area itself. It's really, it's honestly, in some ways, it's not much to see because it's just a little bit of preserved area in the middle of the suburbs here. The more exciting part that I wanted to show you is the lip mount that I've got here. I've got a Comet lip mount on here, and I just activated this park. I got 10. It took a little while, though. It was very noisy. I'm hoping that the noise is neither an artifact of the radio, which I'll show you in a minute, because that's also new, nor an artifact of the antenna, but just an artifact of the location, which was, as I said, is not actually that remote. There's industrial stuff all around me. Could be Christmas lights, could be anything. All I know is it sounded like common mode. It sounded like differential mode current. So I don't know. And I don't have extra ferrets with me or anything like that. So that's not going to help me. Anyway, I've got this. It's not exactly expertly mounted at the moment, but it's on there. And I used the SS25 and then I used a tuner. I cheated rather than adjusting it for, trying to adjust it for resonance. Because when I got this radio, which is an ICOM 7100, the guy who sold it to me with a tuner, which is good because it doesn't even have a 3-to-1 in it the way that the 710 does. I do also have the G90 with me, so if I wind up feeling like I'm having too many problems with this radio, I can always swap. But I really like having this in the car. I like being able to do VHF, UHF with it as well, although honestly, nobody was on the calling channels last night on my way down to Davenport, Iowa. So anyway, I just activated 11265, and this video is going to be the video of the Rove. I'm going to come in periodically with either before action or after action reports and let you know what's what. I've already decided I'm going to skip one of the places I hope to do, which is in Illinois. There's an island right across the river from here I was going to just hop over to, but it took me a while to get set up and it took me a while to activate just because I was getting so much noise. And I've decided that the compromise is I need to move on. I do already have Iowa and Illinois in the books as POTA states. I still hoped to do that island, maybe someday later. At any rate, I will be back later with the next site, and I hope you're all having a great day. Well, I'm here for my second stop of the day. It took me about 3.5 hours to get here, and maybe I should have started the video a little later when I got a little closer to where I am, but I figured I'd get it started, and then I'll turn the camera around so you can see the lovely view that my drive has won me, which I'm at Indiana Dunes State Park. Now this is also, there's a national park sort of adjacent and surrounding this, but I don't think I'm actually in the national park right now. The boundaries are all a little fuzzy. So when I try to activate, I don't think I'm going to try to count this as a twofer. At least not at first, and then maybe I'll look at the map later and revise it. I'm not going to submit my logs till tonight or tomorrow anyway. Anyway, how's that for a view? It's not exactly swimming weather. It's about 30 degrees. That water is probably really, really cold, but it's still a nice view. Somewhere over there. Oh, wait. I can actually see it. Let's, I don't know if the camera's going to capture it. But that's Chicago over there, I'm pretty sure. Or something very Chicago-like, anyway. Way out in the distance. Pretty cool. So I'm going to take a break and see if the pavilion here is open to use the facilities. And then I'm going to throw an antenna on the back of my car and see what I can do with it. I'll be back. All right, so that worked out. That worked out pretty well. Just realized I was doing this vertical. Maybe I'm doing this vertical. Whatever. I just realized I got about 20 contacts, a lot less noise. So the noise must have been situational to where I was. I mean, it wasn't quiet, but it was pretty good. I'm really liking this radio. It's pretty clear. I need to work on the audio settings to get it as clear as I really want it. Or I need to, get a headset hooked up to it or something fancy. I did this, by the way. I set up this time the SS25, and having tightened down the lip mount back there, I was able to extend it all the way without feeling like it was going to topple over in a breeze. I also tightened it a little better to the frame, and I think that may have actually helped my noise because it was grounding better to the vehicle. For the next leg, I'm going on about 40 minutes up to Warren Dunes up in Michigan. Going to try to activate that, and maybe that may be my last activation for the day. I was originally going to try to hit one in Ohio, but I'm running a little behind my schedule, so we'll see how that works. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten the whip down to maybe all the way, but I'm not going to detach the whip. I'm going to leave it on and see how it bears up. I figure if it's shorter, it's not going to get too much wind. It should be all right. While I do want to get something that is really meant for mobile eventually, I want to see how it works. And I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? I could explode. I doubt it. Off to Warren Dunes. Back in a bit. All right. So I just did another 10 at Warren Dunes State Park here in Michigan. And I'm cutting it pretty close. Technically, the park closes in about 5 minutes. I only managed 11 contacts, but that's all right. The band was very long. I was on 17. I've done all of this on 17 meters. I don't know. I just love 17 meters. Most of the time, it's pretty chill. You get enough callers to make your activation, but it's not a constant pileup, and it's not like fighting QRM all over the place, which just drives me nuts sometimes. But I want to show you the view because I've got sunset over the lake here. And I'm hoping that the colors come through anywhere near as nice on this video as they are live. But that's Lake Michigan, from Warren Dunes State Park. And this was a nice little adventure. I think I may be done activating today. I had a place in Ohio picked out, but it's going to be dark by the time I get there. I suspect the park there will be closed. And one way or the other, I'm running a little late on what I had planned for today, and I've got more miles I need to cover. So I think I may just go ahead and hit the road and maybe try to hit something in Pennsylvania tomorrow before I get to my dad's place in New Jersey. I'm going to give you one last view of the car mount. Good old Comet lip mount, which is actually doing me really good service with the 25-foot whip out of the Chameleon 25-footer, and a tuner that came with the radio. And this has worked out really well, and I may be hooked on the whole idea of just having something on the car. Doesn't suck. Anyway, they just announced closure, so I'm going to head out. See you later.